check this out. Without knowing it, your garage could be a gold mine.
The cars we grew up are now worth a fortune. We should have kept them. And there are plenty of buyers wanting their own piece of Aussie car history. Take a look. When money is no object, there's a car to suit. The Lamborghini Roadster, for example, is worth $4.5 million US, or a touch over 6 million Aussie dollars. For movie fans, the original Batmobile will set you back 4.6 million. Or, if you're a little skint, maybe Marty McFly's DeLorean is more your speed at just 541,000. And it's not just movie stars getting in on the action. Legendary fast bowler Jeff Thompson was just as quick on the road as he was on the pitch.
If you drove that down the street, everyone would want to look at that, not a Ferrari, you know what I mean? And well, end of the day, it would have flogged them anyway, you know. Now his much-loved Ford Falcon GTHO has broken a record, selling for $1.03 million at a recent auction.
1,030,000. We're out, we're out, we're out. Sold.
And it's not the only Aussie favourite in demand. A 1977 Tirana sold at the same auction for $500,000. Proving, like a good Australian wine, Aussie cars too are getting better with age.
This is amazing. Joining us now, Lee Hames and Ryan Gaffey from Lloyds Auctions. These guys know their cars. Ryan, why was this Falcon the first to break the $1 million mark?
Well, the Falcon GTHO Phase 3, the one that sold on the weekend, they were actually released in 1971, and that year Alan Moffat won Bathurst, so that sort of set it in stone as becoming the most collectible Australian-built muscle car. And the one on the weekend was basically an unrestored car, and it goes back in those days. The saying was win on Sunday, sell on Monday, and basically the cars that raced at Bathurst, then you could buy them and drive the kids to school. So they've really sort of come into their own and become very collectible.
Wow. So, Lee, when you talk about collectible, because when Lib and I were courting, she had a poo brown Tirana. Now, it's not going to attract a fortune, is it? Is it all about how little these cars have been driven?
Not necessarily. So, you know, it's about originality. It's anything with a chrome bumper, anything from the 60s to the 80s is going up in value. So, you know, there's some potential for some money to be made there for sure.
Wow.
It's incredible money. You've got obviously a few classics behind you. Talk us through what they're expected to go for.
Okay, well, the one right over the back, that's the FJ Holden. That was the second car built by Holden, the first one being the 48 215 of the FX. That's a pretty original car. It's unrestored. It's only had a few owners. It's got a lot of history with the car. So we're expecting that one's going to make somewhere between probably 75 and 100,000.
Right.
This one here, that is a matching numbers HK327 Bathurst Monaro. It's had a full rest on. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like the paint, the trim, everything in the car's picture perfect. We're thinking probably just on the tall side of 300,000 for that one. And then on to this one on this side, that's an 8-on-X Tirana. Now that's the 4-door version. We sold a hatchback on the weekend. These cars were a limited number. They were made famous at Bathurst by Peter Brock in 1979 when he broke the lap record on the last lap. So those cars are also super collectible.
Well, Lee, who are buying these cars for those sorts of prices?
We're really seeing, you know, the average age, interestingly, the average age of buyers is going down, not up. So, you know, we're seeing anyone that's looking to get an investment, these cars aren't going back on the market. So these aren't buyers and sellers, these are buyers and keepers.
Right. And I suppose they don't drive them to Westfield, do they?
No, haven't seen many in the Westfield car park. They're going, they're getting put away in the Bat Cave or the Man Cave, if you like, and you know, it'll be very rare that we'll see them again after auction.
Wow,
yeah, it's amazing.
It is incredible.
Fascinating, Lee and Ryan. Thank you very much.
Good on you guys.